Uh, would you take the vaccine for
Well,
the COVID-19?
I will be taking it, and I may end up taking it on TV or having it filmed just so that people know that I trust this science.
Okay.
And what I don't trust is getting COVID.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are tuning in. My name is Jonathan Torres Herrera, and you are watching or listening to the JTH show. Today, let's talk about previous presidents that want to get vaccinated in your face, 100 days of masks, and Facebook bans COVID. But first, roll the intro. All right, welcome back to the show. So let's talk about the first story here, which is former presidents of the U.S. that are getting together in the spirit of motivating all of us in getting vaccinated. So there's a story in CNN with a headline, former presidents Obama, Bush, and Clinton volunteer to get coronavirus vaccine publicly to prove it's safe. The three hope that their action would convince people to take it once available and send confidence of its safety and effectiveness. In addition, Obama was quoted saying, "I may end up taking it on TV or having it filmed just so that people know I trust this science. And what I don't trust is getting COVID." In addition, Bush and Clinton are also on board, according to CNN, with Bush's chief of staff telling the network that Bush would gladly, quote, get vaccinated on camera. Before I go on, and ramble about my thoughts on this and why I think it's hilarious, in another article, you have Fox News, who had also a similar headline saying Obama says he might take COVID vaccine on TV to show he trusts science behind it. In that article, we have a focus around a interview that Obama had on a Sirius XM Urban View radio show, where he says frontline workers like those at grocery stores should take the vaccine first. He said, "People like Anthony Fauci, who I know and I work with, I completely trust." He said, "So if Anthony Fauci tells me this vaccine is safe, I can get vaccinated, immunize you from the COVID, absolutely, I'm going to take it." Obama said he understood that there is some skepticism could arise, but the fact of the matter is that the vaccine are why we don't have polio anymore. And they are the reason why we don't have a whole bunch of kids dying from measles and smallpox and diseases that used to decimate entire populations and communities. So let's go on real quick to show you some clips of that interview.
Would you take the vaccine for the COVID-19?
In terms of COVID now,
yes.
Obviously, at the end of the day, one of the great things about having Joe Biden and Kamala Harris back in charge, on January 20th, is they will also then put scientists and medical experts in charge. And people like Anthony Fauci, who I know and I've worked with, I trust completely. So if Anthony Fauci tells me this vaccine is safe and can vaccinate, immunize you from getting COVID, absolutely I'm going to take it. I will be taking it, and I may end up taking it on TV or having it filmed just so that people know that I trust this science.
Okay.
And what I don't trust is getting COVID.
So there you have, in Obama's own words, right, saying, hey, listen, it's important for people to get vaccinated. Vaccines are the reason that, previous diseases are no longer a big concern, right? That we can get past them. On the other hand, you have people, right, that are going to be very hesitant to, get in line for these vaccines. Why? It's a lot of what I've said before, right? In other videos, where you have people that are waiting to get their normal life, whatever that was before, right? Back. where they used to go out maybe regularly. They used to, have gatherings at home all the time, and now they can't, right? So now some of those people are frustrated, and some of those people are going to be discussing, with other family members at dinner time, hey, when it comes out, I'm going to be first in line, as far as, as much as I can. And, I want to be there and take that vaccine. And you're going to have other people, right, that read articles like the one that came out on Statistia.com, headline, Vaccine Hesitancy in the U.S., right? Statistics and Facts. The Health World Organization that named vaccine hesitancy as one of the leading threats to global health. Some of the bullet points that they highlighted that are affecting both the U.S. and Europe are inconvenience in access, complacency, and lack of confidence. I get what Obama, Bush, and Clinton are trying to do, right? Is showing, hey, I'm going to do it, right? So you should too. But we cannot forget the fact that you have a large number of the population in the United States, at least, that still idolize, to some respect, Trump. And Trump, I don't think at this point it's going to be like, all right, I want to join the cool kids club and also take it in public. I don't see him doing that. Do you? I don't. He might, to try to fit in, right? Although the other guys are going to be like, excuse me, there's only 2-term presidents in this club. What? You guys never realize that? Now the previous presidents we've had are 2 terms, except for him. What? It's true. I'm trying to be nice. But, I don't see him. I don't see him trying to, encourage his followers, which you cannot forget that right now it's about half the U.S., right? That supported Trump. We can, And again, I think a lot of those followers, or a large, chunk of them, maybe not all, but a large chunk of them are going to say, well, Trump hasn't taken it. Trump got the COVID and he got treated for it, but he didn't necessarily get a vaccine. So, it's very interesting to see if having all these previous presidents, specifically like Obama, I think everybody's making a big, deal out of Obama because, he would be one, right? To tell the other ones like, Bush, I need you to get on TV. Why are you getting on TV? I'll get on TV. Or something like that, Why? Clinton, I did not sleep, dude. I'm not calling you about that. I'm sorry. Obama would be a guy to say, come on, guys, let's make this about us, which, by the way, is another reason I think a lot of people, get immediately, a little skeptical of saying like, damn, what's the freaking, stop peer pressuring me, man. Shit. Like, I'm going to take it, but damn, just because Obama said, and it happens all the time, right? So a person's going to do it. So I think we all should do it, right? All the cool kids are doing it. Obama's doing it. Dude, come on, let's go get it too. So I don't know. Will this help? To some people, I think it will. I think some people will get encouraged. But then you have things like Biden over there, who there was an article that I don't think is going to put him in the best light. And if I'm going to be honest, right? It was all over the place, but I'm going to share the one that I saw on rumble.com, which says Biden says he's going to ask everyone to wear a mask for 100 days. Once he's formally inaugurated. See, those are the things that, in my opinion, at least, don't put Biden in the best light, right? Because people, before he even won the election, people are already saying, oh, watch when Biden wins, he's going to ask all of you guys to be home all the time permanently. I mean, some crazy, outrageous claims, right, that I saw in comments. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I want to say that I remember seeing something similar about this, right? That Biden was going to ask everybody to start wearing masks, all the time. And then it almost feels like, here it is, right? A good point my wife brought up earlier is, people don't want to wear a mask right now when there's really no timeline. It's just like, please wear a mask. When can you take it off? In your car? And people already are really losing their minds, right? You see all these crazy videos of, call them Karens if you want, of people saying, I'm not going to wear a mask, and it's unconstitutional, blah, 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 blah. Now when you have something like Biden officially putting a number on saying for 100 days, I don't know what that looks like. I don't even know. What is that? About 3 months, more or less, right? More or less. So So you're talking about somewhere after March, maybe April, and then what, right? Is he going to say, let's do another 100 days? In my opinion, I don't think this is something that favors him. I don't think that this is something that looks good on him because, again, you have people saying, already speculating, right? And it just gives them, especially for those, super freaking loyal Trump supporters that are going to be saying things like, oh, I'm not going to do it, especially because Biden said, screw Biden. It would be the same thing as when Trump said things, right? And then you have the never Trumper saying, screw it. If Trump said it, I'm not going to do it. So statements like this, in my opinion, hurt more than they really help. Wear a mask until when? Until you think Corona is over, and Corona is not over anytime soon, right? I think it's a little bit more vague. I understand. But again, in my opinion, just sounds a lot better than saying for 100 days, you have to wear a mask. And then finally, let's go into Facebook one more time. I mean, they already banned my Instagram. Let them ban my other Facebook too. No, I'm just playing. Mark, please don't ban my shit. I'm playing, dude. Love you. They did, however, come out and said that they are going to go hard on COVID claims or COVID articles. In fact, this is something that I covered before that they had mentioned that they were going to start looking at seriously, right? In misinformation. But now it appears that it's going to be possibly part of their policy that, if you mention something about COVID, it's going to be flagged, right? Because they don't want more misinformation about the vaccine. See, that's the thing. A lot of the companies are going to be heavily invested in making sure that nobody gets freaked out over the vaccine, right? Which is why you have the likes of like Obama coming out right now, by the way, this early in the game. He doesn't even know if the vaccines are 100% and without doubt effective and they don't have any kind of side effects. I've said it before. I'm glad there's a vaccine. This whole pandemic crap has to end. But there's still, in my opinion, I think a lot of trials are still undergoing. There is still a lot of observation of people that have taken the vaccine, right? That they were maybe part of that small testing group. And then, scientists and doctors and just everybody, including myself, are just kind of like, how do you feel? Let me see, turn around. Was that there before? I'm sorry. We are. If you're lying, you can lie to yourself and say, no, I'm going to be like Obama, like, get me on TV too. Calm down, okay? No one cares to see you get a vaccine. Everybody is going to be watching out to see how those people feel. And for Obama, in my opinion, to already come out, and he knows the kind of influence he has on people. I mean, he does, he's that guy. And he's an influencer. And he's like, I'm the original influencer. And for him to be like, I'll get it on TV, I'll get it right now, I'll get it everywhere. I get it. Just give me 2 of them. In my opinion, it's a little pompous. And it's a little early for him to start coming out and trying to make a reality TV show of getting freaking vaccines. What? Season 2, vaccine number 2. Just saying, I think he should let things flow naturally the way they are already flowing. The stock market is reflecting that. A lot of people, in fact, there's not a whole lot of negativity around the Moderna or the Pfizer vaccines that are coming now. I think it's flowing naturally. But as you have over here, President-elect Biden already saying like, yeah, I know we have a vaccine and it's great information and it's great news, but I'm going to go ahead and push 100 days of mask. Again, I think they're doing themselves a disservice. To be honest with you, I would be the last guy to care about these freaking masks or the vaccine. Because guess what? For those of you guys that have been here before, what do you know about me? I don't go anywhere, right? Mask is like on this chair most of the day, right? People are like, I know, we're starting to see it. Yeah, so what? I'm here most of the time. And I think it's a little pushy of these political figures to push it on people that are out there all the time, right? And they're already very skeptical of the fact that their president, their precious Trump didn't win. They're like, fine, whatever, Biden's president. But now they feel like, God, man, you're pushing this vaccine news on me like all the time. And now you're pushing like legitimately saying I'm going to wear a mask for 100 days. I don't know. You guys tell me. And then again, you have Facebook over there saying, oh, we're going to ban anything about COVID. We don't want it on our platform. Where do you think that the stress is going? I mean, seriously, where do you think people's minds that are already very skeptical, where do you think it's going? And then they wonder why people rebel. Then they wonder why, you have these Karens out there. And they wonder, I mean, again, doesn't affect a guy like me, but what do you think? Are you one of the people out there? Definitely want to let you know your thoughts. And, if you're with it, if you support it, or if you're like me saying, all right, man, stop being freaking, peer pressuring me and shit. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching as always. And until next time, see ya. Hey, thanks for watching the JTH show. Remember, you can catch all the episodes, full episodes, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Radio Public. You can also visit www.thejthshow.com to catch episodes there, and to catch anything that we had to blur out because of YouTube or any other platform. We usually put all of our raw information in there that is uncensored. You can also become a member at www.thejthshow.com to catch all the special perks. Thanks for watching.